I always saw I was a pretty good Battlefield player. I've played the series for years. I know the maps, I understand the conquest flow, but in Battlefield 6 something just felt wrong, and I kept losing fights that I should have won. So I decided to look in one of the places I never really touched before, the settings menu. I started changing things, not the obvious one, but those hidden deep in the menus, and that's when everything clicked. My kill death rate didn't just go up a little, it literally doubled. In this video I will show you every single setting I changed step by step. These are the secret graphics and controller tweaks that tuned me from an average player into someone topping the scoreboard. If you're feeling the same frustration, stay until the end, because this is the fix you've been looking for. And if this video helps you, please drop a like, it really supports the channel. Let's start right away. Before changing controllers or advanced graphics, we need to fix the basics, your display. The settings seem small, but they make a huge difference in how you see the battlefield. Go to the graphics settings and open the camera section. The first and maybe most important setting is your field of view. The default field of view is way too low. It's like playing with blinders on. You only see a small part of what's happening. Increase it to around 95 or 110. This lets you see enemies on the edge of your screen that would you normally miss. It might look strange at first, almost like a fisheye effect, but after a few games you will never go back. For weapon field of view I use white. This makes your weapon smaller on the screen so you can see more around it. Many competitive players do the same, but try both and see what feels right for you. Next, turn off all the cinematic stuff developers are just for looks. Under camera effects, find motion blur and set it to 0, both world and weapon. It only makes your screen blurry when turning, which makes it harder to aim. You want a clean, sharp image at all times. Reduce camera shake to the lowest level, 50 in Battlefield 6. This keeps your screen steady during explosions so you can stay focused on your target. Also turn off chromatic aberration, vignette and film grain. These are only visual effects that reduce clarity. The vignette even darkens the corners of your screen, which makes no sense in a shooter. Turn them all off for the clearest image possible. Now this is a big one. These controller tweaks are what completely changed my game. So go to the controller tab in your settings. Let's start with the sticks. Look for stick dead zones and max input thresholds. By default the game adds a small dead zone to your sticks, meaning the game won't react until you will move the stick a bit. This helps prevent drift, but it also slows your aim. Set your center dead zone for both sticks as low as it possible without causing drift. Usually it's around 5. If your controller is new, you can even use 0. This instantly makes your aiming much more responsive. Next, the max input threshold. For the left stick movement, lower it to around 75-80. This makes sprinting feel faster and smoother. For the right stick aiming, keep it at 100 to keep your full range for precision aiming. Now let's talk about sensitivity. This one is personal, but a good starting point for infantry aim sensitivity is between 45 and 70. Some players even go down to 35 for more control. Test it in a training ground to find your perfect balance. For vertical aim radio, I use 45. It helps with control vertical recoil, making it easier to keep your shots on target. You can experiment, but reducing vertical sensitivity a bit usually helps. Next, aim assist. Super important for controller players. Set infantry aim assist slowdown, and infantry aim assist zoom snap all to 100. This gives you that smooth, consistent tracking feel without it becoming too strong. Some top players lower it, but for most maxing it out works best. And two last critical things. First, turn controller vibration completely off. It might feel immersive, but it makes your hand shake, slightly ruining your aim. Under movement option, change sprint to toggle, not to hold, to save your fingers. And turn on vault over sprint to move across obstacles more easily. It feels great once you get used to it. And if you follow it everything so far, you're already ahead of 90% of players. But if you really want to master your aim, this next part is where we move into pro level tweaks that most players don't even know about. The settings are hidden a bit deeper, but they are a key for building perfect muscle memory. First, find the setting called Uniform Soldier Aiming and turn it on. By default, it's usually off, and that's a huge mistake. When it's off, your sensitivity changes depending depending on your weapon zoom level, which completely breaks your muscle memory. Turning it on keeps your aim speed consistent, whether you hip firing or aiming through a 6x scope. That means every movement you make on your stick will always match what you see on the screen, which is super important for accuracy and consistency. Next, find aiming left-right acceleration and set it to 0. This setting increases your aim speed the longer you hold the stick in one direction. It might sound helpful, but it actually ruins your control. You want your aim to be linear and predictable. Turning acceleration off makes sure your aim only depends on how far you push the stick, not how long you hold it, giving you a much smoother, more direct feeling when aiming. Finally, let's talk about your button layout. The default setup is holding you back because you can't jump, slide or crouch without taking your thumb off the right stick, which means you can't aim while doing it. Go to the controller presets and switch to alternate. This swaps your melee and crouch buttons, putting crouch slide on your right stick click. It allows you to slide or crouch while still aiming, which is essential in fast gunfights. You will be able to dodge, move and shoot all at once, just like the top tier players do. So there you go. These are the secret settings that completely changed my Battlefield 6 experience. It's not about cheats or luck, it's about seeing more, reacting faster and getting smoother control over your aim and movement. Try them out for yourselves. It might take a few matches to adjust, but once you do, you will start landing shots you used to miss and winning fights you used to lose. If this video helped you, please hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications. I've got more Battlefield 6 guides coming soon to help you dominate every lobby, and you don't want to miss them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.